4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, everybody. It's good to be back with you. I'm still the Agent Zero. Call me Zero. I'm going to take one quick moment before we kick it over to heponwana to get started with this run of Mr. Platformer to go ahead and remind you of just a couple of open incentives that are still waiting for a couple of bids. We have at the very top of the day tomorrow around 8 a.m. we have Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age New Game Minus. There's an incentive open. $100 in total donations will get us that blindfolded Gabranth and Dr. Sid fight. You know you want to see it. I want to see it. We have a wide open bid war for the final name selection for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, glitchless all main quests. And then finally, later in the day for Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, 100% reverse boss order, we have a 3-heart challenge. That's a $250 challenge. Still yet to see some donations on that. So if you have an opportunity and a couple spare coins, go ahead and kick them our way to send them over to take this. Definitely want to get those donations in for the blindfolded fight. That's very first thing in the morning. Don't let yourself forget. But while I await some good news from chat, let me go ahead and kick it over. heponwana, take it away.
Hello everyone, I am heponwana. I am going to be bringing you Mr. Platformer, which if you grew up like I did back in the early 80s, you knew all about Intellivision, Atari 2600. This game is all about those cool retro vibes. Fun story about this game is about a year or so ago, who knows how long it was, Unity had a weird idea to change their terms of service for game developers, and it caused a huge stink. At that point, Terry Kavanagh decided to try out Godot. Terry Kavanagh, if you don't know who he is, created the game VVVVVV, which is a very famous speedrun game. And as trying out Godot, decide to make Mr. Platformer. So Mr. Platformer is the game we'll be playing. It is a cool experimental game and a lot of fun. We're doing any percent full game. I'll explain what that means as we get going. Time begins as soon as I move our cool little character right here. So if you want to get ready on the timer, we're going to get going in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this game is all about experiencing all of those cool retro vibes of the old school video games that I grew up with. I am an old guy. You can see by the gray in my beard that I grew up in all sorts of old video game times. We have 4 different environments that we are going to be playing through with this game. There are the red cliff environments. There were, you already saw, the purple underground kind of laddery environments. There are these water environments. And there are also forest environments. Forest environments, if you know Pitfall, that is what they are taken straight out of. And we need to get through 10 of each environmental type of stage. I should add, this game might see us crash. And that is a common thing on this game. It, like I said, experimental game by Terry Kavanagh, and there are glitches in it. And those glitches will see us kind of crash from time to time. That is perfectly fine. Also, right there, we will usually take a death on these purple stages with the, I took the wrong route on this one, but we recovered. The fun of this game is we are juggling 4 different environments. Each one has 10 stages, and we need to memorize what we're doing on each one. and also manage to avoid running out of lives at the wrong time. So we will take a quick death intentionally right there, just warp to the stage end. And yeah, this game is all about memorizing a whole bunch of different patterns at once. Luckily, there is not much in the way of RNG, but there is a whole lot to memorize in terms of what stage are we on which environment at any given time. And we will take some intentional deaths. The main thing we need to do above all else is make sure at the end of each area in the upper right corner is a bell. We do not want to go to that bell with any lives left until we have finished every stage of the 40, 10 of each of the 4 environments, until we finish all of the stages of the 40. So we're just going to keep going through these. Each one gets progressively a little more tricky and difficult. You'll see on the water environment here, we start to add in fishies for trouble right there. And we are also going to make sure we know the route, because some of these stages are a lot more maze-like than you would believe. I'm taking the quick route, I'm taking the straight route, I'm going right to the end. Believe it or not, intentional death to restart right there, and we continue on. So, believe it or not, there are a lot of confusing things we could go through on these stages, but we are just going to take the short route. If you want to see this game casually and have fun playing it, I recommend you do. And the best part about this game, above anything else, it is actually a free game. If you go on to itch.io, look up Terry Kavanaugh's page on itch.io, this game is entirely free. I started to go the wrong direction there. Forget about that. All of these stages are mazes, believe it or not. But this game is entirely free, which is just amazing, because Terry Kavanaugh, maker of VVVVVV, makes amazing games, really knows how to just create really fun speedrun environments, and this game is yet another one of them. We hit the reset button to go back to the start of the stage, reset, we lose a life, but we go right back with the key and just keep on going. I don't know why I jumped there. That was a silly decision. We want to avoid... Oh, that was marathon nerves. Every once in a while, if you ever do a speedrun marathon, you probably know you get those nerves going and you start getting those shakes. But all is fine, because we are just going to keep going as if our marathon nerves are not a thing.
You're doing just fine from where I sit.
Thank you. And if you have any announcements, feel free to just chime in with them, because we're just playing the game, having some good fun, and taking unintentional deaths with that.
Oh, like you do. But yeah, not a whole lot to report right now. We're getting toward the tail end of the day, but as ever, if you have anything you want to see, maybe some prizes, hit bang prizes in the chat. Take a look at the prizes for today and perhaps tomorrow. Maybe see what you can donate for in the morning. There's also the Discord, Bang Discord, for a little more information. And if you want to support Take This even after this marathon is over, you can always check out their Patreon at patreon.com/takethisorg, where you can pledge your support on a monthly basis. Or if you buy games at humblebundle.com, you can choose Take This as your charity of choice to support with your purchases. Either one of those, great opportunity. Merch stores there as well, Bang Merch. Plenty of ways to send your money to a good cause. Heponwana, back to you.
All right. right. Yeah, and definitely keep the money coming in because, you know, we're all here to enjoy some awesome speedruns. Don't get me wrong on that. The speedruns are amazing. I have been watching all day, the last couple of days. Well, I've been kind of on vacation for some of them, so I've missed a few. But, you know, amazing speedruns all around and showcases like the different rhythm games earlier tonight, which were fantastic, a lot of fun to watch. So definitely keep in mind speedruns are amazing, but more than anything, bring in some money for the charity. We are here to bring in money for a great cause because, you know, speedruns, a lot of fun, charity, even more important because, I mean, helping people out. Ooh, and that was slightly unintentional. 18 levels remain. You'll see it'll say how many levels remain. And you're probably wondering what happens when we finish up all the levels. Well, you'll see that soon enough. For right now, the ultimate speedrun level right here, it's all about just keep moving. The stage is collapsing under you. Just keep going as quick as you can. One of the challenges on this game is we want to avoid completing any of the 10 stages per biome ahead of any other. We want them to be about equal. So there are the 4 different biomes and we want them to finish up around equal time. And you'll see why that is as we go through. Hopefully you won't see it too badly, but you'll see what I mean coming up. So right here, we will take a quick little route here. If you go up above when we first saw a ladder heading up into the trees, it heads into a whole different area. Lots of points there. We are not here for points. We are here to just get through nice and quick. As quick as we can. Unfortunately, while we're swimming, you can only go so quick because you only sink so quickly. I personally, as somebody who has speedrun a lot of games that have water stages, I'll just say water stages are the bane of speedruns. You can only fall so fast, and usually you are trying to fall as quick as you can. This here is without a doubt the trickiest stage in the entire run. So for this one, we need to get 3 keys. And luckily we got through perfectly there. Usually that last one trolls me and we end up dying. Instead, we got all of them, and that is all it takes right there. So this one right here, that is the quick route. Honestly, I never get that quick route. A fun fact about this game is your jumping only has 1 flavor to it. Oh, that was unfortunate. So what I was trying to say is your jumping only has 1 flavor, which is, say, only 1 height to it. It is all jump or no jump. There is no in between. And that creates some challenge because if you don't have any control over the height of your jumps, and we do a quick death, go back beginning, we have the key, we go through the door, we ring the bell, we go on through, that's all there is. We do a quick death because we know we are going to need a life in that stage. Oh, here is a cool new innovation. So this game is retro, and retro idea, moving left on a stage instead of going right. If you ever played Metroid, you'll be like, oh, that's how you get the morph ball at the beginning of Metroid. But believe it or not, for those of us who are old and did not know all about going left instead of right, that was an amazing idea way back in the 80s.
Such a huge troll. If that was your first like proper Metroidvania style game.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, you know, back in the day, the idea of going left instead of right on a video game, Mario went right. Everyone went right, and it's such a cool idea. So right here, you're like, wait, what is going on right now? So this right here, the final stage that is the cliff, the orange and red stage, final one, you'll notice it just grayed out all remaining ones, all one of them. Oh, this is the crab stage. This is an annoying one because you can't really go quicker than them because your jump is all or nothing. And if you try and go ahead of them, you will end up jumping into them. But it's a really cool thing of, you know, all of these stages are based off of retro ideas, including the kill screen. I finished everything I can, and everything is now broken kill screen. And we barely did not get the perfect cycle there. All is fine, though.
What is it? You'd have to play something absurd, like 254 levels in Pac-Man or something like that.
Oh, and Donkey Kong, you have to watch The King of Kong and vote for Steve Wiebe to win because I'm from Washington. Steve Wiebe is from Washington. Gotta love the local guy, but also so much more good. So this stage, it's all about you cannot get ahead of the cycle I'm on. This is the weirdest cycle in a speedrun thing because you really cannot get ahead of the cycle I'm on. It's a slow cycle, it's a painful cycle. As a speedrunner, you want to get ahead of that. We'll avoid that gray stage. And here's another one that is broken, and we are just gonna... We're just gonna slide on through.
Yeah, something seems amiss here.
Yeah, this is pretty much reliving the kill screens of all those old games where you get so far and everything just breaks entirely. Alright, quick death right there. We grab the key. You don't even need to run back. You just take the quick death. All is good. And took a slightly wrong step right there. We'll wait for these. I fell off cycle because made just a slight mistake. And hopefully all is good. We are going into the kill screen of the water stage. All is good right here. And we're going to wait for this fish that... This fish is so confused. It's like, I don't know what's going on because the world is broken and I'm with you, fish. I feel you, fish. And it is gray. The bell turned gray in the upper right. So time will be coming up after we get to the top of the bell tower. So I'm going to count that down real soon. This is such a cool little game. If you want to play it, like I said, it is free on itch.io on Terry Kavanaugh's page. So time's coming up in about 3, 2, 1, time. We hit that bell, and the way you really know everything's done, and I'm surprised the game did not crash, because usually the game does crash during a speedrun. Game is complete. And then it reloads into Glitch Town. And at this point, it is a bunch of empty void. So that would be it.
Hey, beautifully done, heponwana. Very, very nice. Really put on a clinic there. Seemed incredibly smooth from where I sit. Before I invite you to go ahead and sign off and do your shout outs, I did want to read one last donation of $25 from Buzzer Yum Yum with the comment, "Love you, heponwana, have fun." And it certainly seems like you did.
So Buzzer Yum Yum is my partner. Thank you so much. She always supports me on all my speedrun endeavors, and it's great having people who support you because, trying to help people out with charity, if you don't have people helping you, I always say take care of yourself and take care of each other because you can't do either one independently. We're all part of a community, so much appreciated. And also just want to say thank you everyone for joining me on this fun little speed run. Do keep donating. There are many days left. This event is fantastic. The schedule is stacked. And just a quick little personal thing. Don't know if you're watching, but to my friend Tingwich, he's gone through some medical issues lately. I just want to say much love to you, Tingwich, if you are watching. Big hug to you, friend. And of course, hugs to all of you. Thank you so much for having me and letting me just be a part of this wonderful event.
It was a pleasure to have you. All righty. Thank you very much, everyone. This was a really, really good Tuesday. We closed out with a little bit of Mr. Platformer from heponwana. And so far, we're looking at a donation total of $2,053 for Take This. Thank you very, very much indeed. Take This, an organization that seeks to offer perspective and hope to anyone who feels overwhelmed with their mental health issues so they do not suffer in silence. Absolutely worthy charity with an excellent message, doing incredible work. And speaking of Take This, it is my distinct honor to go ahead and kick us over to Nihon Tiger, a Take This ambassador. We're going to be rating them as they play some Terra Firma Craft, which is a Minecraft mod. It has been a real pleasure. Don't forget, between now and 8 a.m., get your donations in for that Final Fantasy XII speedrun if you've got a few coins to spare. But you know what? Either way, we'll be here bright and early tomorrow morning. And I will leave you at that time in the capable hands of MK Cyborg, who will be supporting Madelon 93.